We'll go to the other room.
We're going from here, just out there, and finish here.
This was actually built by an artist. She wanted to explore what happened to sound when sound stopped coming out. Can you hear something? It's kind of echoey sound.
We are the owners of the sea.
Okay.
And they are the business owners.
Okay.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, it's nice now. Yes. How the prices for this place?
The price is like
Taken apart and being put back together, taken apart and being put back together.
There was a boy just playing outside. He was a teenager. And this boy was falsely accused of being a threat to police officers. He was arrested very violently.
In this building, there is a racist in this table.
here. She had to flee from Indonesia. And she married she really didn't love, like a Dutch soldier, yeah? She came to this building and she was commissioned before her death to make this artwork.
So, thank you. This art piece. So he's a performer of the art piece he's a performer that we invited. She was pushed in the stair by her husband. And she wanted to do a kind of artistic answer for that. So we are doing this today.
We're going there.
This is something we just never agreed to.
Bodies hit the ground and splashed. Why? The patriarchy. Abused by men 5 times. 5 women killed. 5 women committed suicide. Why? The patriarchy. As the artist of this artwork intended, the number 5. You can take this artwork with you because you can keep saying it inside of you. It won't surprise you when I say that this art piece is called 5. But let me show you something more interesting. You need to see this. Look.
There is a racist in this building. There is a racist in this building.
Just take a look.
There's homophobic in There is a racist in this door.
You feel that?
I'm a porn movie. I am the director of this porn movie. I am the role that plays the penis. I am that emotion that you feel when you come, you orgasm. I am that feeling.
I am the earthquake. I am the earthquake that killed 100,000 porn stars. I am the porn stars. I am the porn stars in the earthquake.
I am always erected. I am the erection. I can go. I am the destruction of concept of male and female sex in your porn film.
I am someone trying to say to Rodrigo that Rodrigo is a bad performer. I am a bad performer. I am a bad performer. I am a bad performer who studied in a bad school.
I had been in Indonesia for 2.5 years as an infantry soldier. And I also worked at the intelligence service over there. Over the course of those two and a half years, I also committed several war crimes. And I have seen them take place. There were boys who, while there was no fire contact with the enemy at all, would just kill a farmer passing by. But something else that I recall, going from one compound to another, seeing a large house built in the middle with wooden walls. 2 more of our men had went in and shot their whole guns empty. I went in twilight scenery, saw a heap of death and dying bodies. The men had shot plenty. A house of bloodshed. A metaphor for larger scales. We entered private property. A house overseas uninvited, but privilege on our side, so we pulled our rifles. We entered living land, turned into colony, stole in the name of property, criminalized in the name of policing, took in the name of gain, lied in the name of reality, denied to not take responsibility, killed in the name of good, make sure that all existing life understood freedom for all but not for you. I am Yogude, and I was an infantry soldier in the colonial war with Indonesia between the years 1945 and 1949, in the name of stabilizing the colony after it had claimed sovereignty. And I was the first to speak up about the wrongdoings and war crimes in the colony.
I am Dr. Strangefolks, the specialist behind this piece, and I'm here to tell you about the end of the world. For many of us in this room, the world has ended over and over again already through genocide, colonial exploitation, or slavery. But as we sit here talking, the world as we know it is also ending in a different way. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change has warned us a few weeks ago that we have about 12 years to evade the worst climate catastrophe from happening. I'm pessimistic because the second largest democracy in the world, the United States, and the fourth largest democracy in the world, Brazil, have recently elected presidents who deny that the climate is changing and are bent on destroying it. The very same presidents subscribe to racist rhetorics and use it to get elected. Why would people who deny that the climate is changing also subscribe to racism? Two black political scientists in the US, Darren Davis and David Wilson, asked thousands of white people to figure out. About half of the white people that they asked denied that the climate is changing. So they said nothing is happening, even if it's happening, it's not our fault. And the very same white people subscribed to what Davis and Wilson call racial resentment. So they felt resentful about black people. They were worried that black people are threatening their privileges. Because if these white people acknowledged the impact that slavery and discrimination had on black people's lives, they would also need to admit that our current social order is built on injustice. Acknowledging either or both means that they should be giving up their privileges. I am also entirely sure that many of you in this room have wonderful ideas about what we could do, agendas and demands that we could make to imagine a world beyond capitalism, racism, patriarchy, queerphobia, and transphobia.
Fuck patriarchy. Burn Babylon, fire, fire, fire. Wealth distribution. Zwart Piet is racist. Yeah. I want my money back from this performance. Yeah. Don't like it. Rodrigo, you are a great performer. White people give me your passport. Love, please, love. What about the dildo? Ehsan, why are you playing a role of a trans when you are straight? Who gets to represent who? Well, smaller covers. Anyone has an iPhone charger? Freedom of movement is everybody's right. No. Right. Stop telling me what to do with my utero. Blue Mountains. Mass masturbation right now in this room.
inspiring. Well, I have something else that I brought here. This first quote I made for an Iranian female artist that was taken away from her stage in front of my eyes, and she couldn't finish her piece. Her best friend said she was removing her from the stage to help her. The second bold I made for tonight is in the name of Ana Mendieta, Cuban artist, which was pushed out the window from the 24th floor by a minimalist artist. And she couldn't finish her work. And the third bold I made for Marielle Franco, Brazilian activist that was murdered by the police, and she couldn't make her work until, more. And the last one is for you all, and for myself, because I'm alive and I will finish this thing. So this is for all female artists, for them to be able to finish their work. And the title of this artwork is, I don't want to be funny, I want to ask, how much can the art world remove? Thank you. Thank you for coming. It was a pleasure to have you here. My name is Paula. I'm actually the author of this artwork, so for the ones who didn't know that. I want to say, no, I have actually, it's a really important artwork that I'm doing here, because I'm a lesbian. I know it's strange. Okay, I'm coming out. My parents don't know yet, so please don't record this. Like if anybody's recording this, it's really important. You don't know where I come from. Do you know where I come from, for example? Where do I come from? Where do I look like I come from? Serbia? Serbia. Almost. Thank you. It's very close. I feel really pleased by that. So there is actually lesbians in Serbia too. It's really weird, that phenomenon, because there is like Serbian lesbians, like, okay, Serb and Dom, no, we're not going there yet. So what do you think these are? Any guess? If they're, for example, not penises, if they're not dildos, what would they be? Candles. They could be? Candles? Candles. Flowers. Flowers. So these are actually clitorian erection. All these, they're like clitorian, and clitoria can grow a lot. They're clitorian erection, this is the point. Very sensitive points, right? That are right in the surface. For example, who can tell me a name of a lesbian artist? One name of a lesbian artist. Does anybody else know? No? And then no, because they were not there, right? They took us apart. Who do you think lesbians don't do art? Do you think lesbians, for example, do lesbians have sex? How do lesbians have sex? They're correct. That's what you think? You're laughing at it. You think it's funny that people don't know how lesbians have. You think that lesbians don't have sex? So that's the frustration that comes from a lesbian. Everything you see is a penis? No. So the name of the artwork and this is really important before I forgot. That's why the sound is here. You see that? So this one, sorry, I need to drink some water. The infinite flow of squirting of lesbians into cynical contemporary art. This is the name of the piece. And now we would like to invite anyone, if there is any artist in the room that has another different lecture to the artwork, please. Anybody? You would like to have a read? Yeah? Okay, do you need the mic? Okay.
So actually I made this artwork to think about what it means to be anxious at the end of the world. So people tell you, be more rational, calm down, let your thoughts kind of glide past you. Be more rational. The market is going to correct itself. They're not staring at you in the street. That chair didn't fall down. You're just not being rational about it. It's gravity, you see. They're not staring at you in the street. It's actually just they have a weird face. They're staring behind you, you see. And so actually, I made this artwork for all those today and throughout history who were told that they weren't rational enough to understand themselves or to know the world around them. And the name of the piece is "What's the difference between anxiety and intuition?"
Chihiro, do you want to read something?
Sure, yeah, so I was going to say something about this artwork because I made it. So the reason I made this work is that I always want to leave. I'm really scared to take up the place, so I am in denial about my own presence that is always on the brink of not being there anymore, because we don't just die, but we also dissociate. This piece is called Disassociation.
De doble penetración y aunque lo niegue es pasiva, selfie siempre por detrás, hashtag que bonito es.